Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, collectors of all ages, it is Aussiverse. We are back. I am Omnibo and this is Sharif. And thank God the Lord has answered our prayers, because all the way from the United States of America, I've been on his show. Now it's time for him to come onto our show. This is Cliff from Cliff on Comics. How are you, brother?
Good morning, Australians, and good evening, East Coast New Yorkers. And hey, everybody in every other time zone. Oh, Wackly, I love you. Good morning.
We'll get to those comments straight after we say g'day to our full lifers. These are our paid members. We want to say thank you to Azrael85 Collectibles, The Fourth Monkey, Ali, Ben Sullivan, Simple Simon. We love you guys. Thank you so much. But remember that paid subscription is not required. The best way that you can support the channel is by liking the videos and subscribing, because we are 55 or so subs away from that 1,000 journey blah blah thing that we want to get to. That's the goal. And if you want to check out us more, you want to come on the show, you've got ideas for the show, you want to give critiques and say, hey, I don't like that Sharif guy, then go check out Linktree right here, where it has all of our socials, our emails, all that sort of fun stuff. You can go to Instagram right here and go check out our graphic designer, A51_designs. And as normal, go check out Sedation Comics, where you can pick up some great stuff. And last but not least, we are proudly sponsored by Comic Bookaroo, Australia's #1 online comic book store. So that is enough of the plug-in. Let's get down to some loving.
They purposely went with Comic Bookaroo. Purposely? Were they just reading Mark's comments at Legion of Comics and just said, fuck it, let's just do Bookaroo, because the Americans, those dumb Yanks, they love this shit.
Well, I think you just wanted to sound Aussie, and it works, doesn't it?
You know what? If that's what you guys like, I'm all for it. Look at Mad Smitty out there in the chat room. Love you, Simon.
Oh, I'm glad to see Wax here on time. Yesterday,
yeah, I saw him this morning be like, hey, as you're signing off. And he's like, oh, I guess not.
Yeah. Thanks for joining, Simon. So, for those that don't know who Cliff is, I'm going to get him to talk about himself in just a moment. But before we do, let's go check out his YouTube channel right here. This is Cliff on Comics. You can see that he's also on the road to 1,000 subs. And you have, Cliff, please explain your YouTube channel, because it's not just you. You have a collaboration.
So we multi-stream the Council of Comics on the Council channel, Cliff on Comics, and Couch and Inception with C Bizzle. All of us stream the episodes, which are live Sundays 5 p.m. Eastern, Mondays 8 p.m. Eastern, Wednesdays 8 p.m. Eastern. And then I have exclusively on my channel Comics and Coffee with Cliff, 10 a.m. Eastern in the United States or whatever. And that's my baby, Comics and Coffee with Cliff, where I have guests on from all corners of the comic collecting universe, and we go through, we go through me just asking questions. What comic I think is the book of the week? Our Bussy Busters, what book do you love so much it blew your asshole out? And then and then rate it or hate it. And I usually use some cover price list for rate it or hate it. And then we do the 5-finger shuffle, because of course almost everything I do has to be sexual. And then we talk about the 5-finger shuffle is my guest has their 5 items. I prefer 5 comics, right? Flo Demeron. No, I will not be at NYCC because no one made plans with me. I am a sad, broke gay man. I need to know where people are going to be. People can't tell me, oh my God, NYCC, 2 days into the week of, and just be like, why am I not going to see you? It's because, these are lean times and I'm a broke bitch. I am trying to save for HeroesCon. I'm saving every freaking penny I can from HeroesCon. And let me tell you, a fat ass bitch like me can't make more than $70 a month on OnlyFans. And that's what making content every day. I don't have that kind of time and energy. I don't. I wish I was one of these young steroid pups. I'd be making a fortune. I'd be at every goddamn show, and I'd have a freaking porn star booth at each show. But, God didn't bless me with those genetics or the patience or the time. And they haven't made a drug good enough for me yet, and they haven't approved me for ketamine treatment. So we got a problem. So that's just a taste of what you get when you watch Cliff on Comics. So like and subscribe. And tomorrow morning, I have an Australian on as well. It's going to be Aaron Mack from Cination Comics.
Cination Comics, yeah.
I've been calling it Cination Comics for 2 straight weeks. No one's correcting me.
I had the same problem when I first met them as well. I thought it was that too.
You know, so Aaron Mack from Cination Comics, it's going to be great. Hopefully he's wide awake.
No, I do know what a Bussy Buster is now, but Cliff, would you please enlighten Sharif what a Bussy Buster is?
Well, so bussy means boy pussy, right? So if it's a Bussy Buster, it means it's a purchase that's so exciting that it widened up your asshole, right? Like, for instance, for 66 American dollars, I picked up this Invaders #1 in a 9.2. That's a Bussy Buster, and I dare you to tell me otherwise.
Yep.
Am I right?
Yeah. No, 100%.
Yeah, that will bust it.
Right? I was going to say, so there's got to be some comic purchase you've made in your life where you were just like, when you got it, you're like, oh my God, my asshole. Oh. You know? Just a comic that gives you a tingle in your butthole or makes you think that, like, you know, it was your first time, you know, getting examined by your doctor, whatever it is.
Yeah, I believe I showed you mine on your show, which was the gold Venom.
Oh, you didn't show me the gold standard, but you showed me the gold Venom, and that was very impressive. From a grading company I've never heard of in my life, but that's okay. I'm recovering.
We do want to thank you for bringing the crowd this morning, Cliff. We have plenty of comments here, which we normally don't get, although that might also be due to the time, because we're not normally live on a Saturday as well. So we'll give you about 70% of the props.
I would like to say thank you for remembering that I was supposed to be here. That's really great.
so Cliff, I got to admit, there was a conversation where Aussiverse has been so busy lately. Not that that's any excuse whatsoever, but I every time we have a show, I pop it in my calendar and I say, okay, so I know what shows are coming. And on this coming Saturday, I had Cliff 11 a.m. And I forgot that Cliff was meant to be on our show. And I messaged him and I've gone, hey, are we still on? Because I assumed he was inviting Aussiverse onto his show, not just me. And Cliff had to politely slap me and put me in my place and say, listen here, dickhead, I'm coming on your show. And I went, that's awkward. Sorry.
I was very gentle. You know, I used spit and hybrid lube. I really did.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because that's both.
You know,
yeah, I know.
I was waking up for your last show, Cambridge, Ontario. Hi, I don't like comics. I love comics. So I believe Cambridge, Ontario is next to Chris the Comic Vet as well. So hi, Chris. All right, aggressively relaxing. Oh my God, I want that hoodie. That's okay. So he loves your hoodie. That's awesome.
Yep, I've actually had this for like 10 years. Back before Scarlet Spider was anywhere near the popularity that he is now, it was very, very hard to find. So now it's probably, a lot easier.
Your guest this morning was
Lipway.
I love Lipway. Yep. I discovered him through you this morning, and that's it. And now I'm in love. I'm in love with his work. I'm in love with all that artwork. I was just like liking all his stuff today. It was just great.
How good is it?
I woke up to you guys, and like I've had a full day of work and life, and now it's the evening, and like I'm chilling in my basement and doing my thing with you, and like you guys like got to sleep.
Yeah.
Rich, love you. Todd, don't know you. Hi.
Todd's right.
Oh my God. Let me tell you, the minute I'm approved, I'm going to make Bussy Buster shirts. And the other one I think I'm going to do is going to be #Brotherload. Like those are the ones that I'm going to put.
You don't need to get to 1,000 subs for merch. We've done it.
No, I'm waiting to be approved.
Approved what?
I'm waiting to be approved from YouTube.
What do you mean? We've got it on our YouTube.
YouTube monetization to kick in first, and then I will set up the merch to attach to it.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to do things like the nice, simple, pragmatic way, like an older, I lived through the AIDS epidemic gay that I am. All right.
Fair enough. So, Sharif, what would be off the top of your head a bussy buster for you?
Oh,
We are into the collected editions here, so it won't be a single issue.
I know, but I also feel like, don't phone it in. Either a really great collected edition or some comic that you would get in your hands on and be like,
Yeah.
Like Dazzler's first appearance.
Dazzler has just released her own omnibus, actually.
Yeah, right?
Good point. I just caught a huge win for myself on eBay last week, so I'm just waiting for it to arrive in the shipment.
Oh, what's that?
Number 3, Angel and Faith.
Oh, Buffy.
Yeah,
they are very, very out of print.
And just coincidentally, the seller was the writer, and I got his autograph.
Yeah. Tell Cliff this story. What are the odds?
Well, if the writer is Joss Whedon, his life is in peril. So, why not?
No, it's Mr. Gage.
Okay, great.
Yes, I've been tracking. I've been following. Because it's so hard to find just Volume 3. It popped up, got into a bidding war, won it, and then the seller reached out. Hey, would you like a signature on it? He said, yeah, whose signature would it be? And then it's mine. I'm the writer.
Yeah.
Oh yes, please. Why not? And then reached out to boy. Hey, guess what?
We know in America that's not a big deal because every single month you can just throw a stone and you can meet 100 different American celebrity writers, creators, artists at the cons. That's not very, very rare for us.
Yeah, that's like more that that's like odd. Like it's not too odd. Like I live in New York, so like it's not uncommon that I've met a lot of people, right? But like like we do have lots of the comic community that's like lives in God fair weather fuckville, and then like and they're like, I'm so jealous of everything you guys are doing. So like we have plenty of that, in all of our time zones, our multiple time zones.
Yeah. I just remember our Comic Cons, we used to have American celebrities. Well, we had a lot back in the day, but now no one wants to come to Australia anymore.
It used to be easy. They used to go down there and they were hiding. And now the paparazzi is in the palm of everyone's hand. So why the hell should they travel 22 hours by plane, just to get fucked around and find out what's down there, David, love you.
True.
Dave, this guy's just passed his 1,000 subs.
I know he's amazing. I hate it. It's just great. I mean, I love it for him. I'm not envious. Envious is dangerous. Envious is where like I want what you have and I don't want you to have it. I'm just like mildly jealous. Where it's like, well, I want it for me. I don't want, and I want to correct Oprah Winfrey on that too, because like she was talking about how like you can't have jealous friends, and I totally agree. But you can't have them petty ass jealous friends. You can't have envious people. You can't have the people who are sitting there being like, oh, look at you. And you have it. Why don't I? No, throw those people in the goddamn dumpster because they're trash, So like, that's like, I don't have that many restraining orders. It's only one. And I'm sure it's over. It was only for 3 years.
Well, that sounds like a story.
I know, but we won't talk about it. So anyhow, there I was wrestling an alligator, in Elijah Wood. And then
all right, well, what we're going to do now is what we like to call the Aussiverse Thought of the Week, because that's exactly what it is. So get prepared.
We're 14 minutes in. I'm not ready.
I know. And why the hell not? Let's get it out there.
And now it's time for the Aussiverse Thought of the Week.
Is the letter C silent in the word sent? Or is it the S? See, S? I don't know.
So Monday to Friday are called weekdays. Why shouldn't Saturday and Sunday be called strong days?
Strong days. Okay.
It's Mental Health Awareness Month. Have you checked in on your friends? Have you checked in on yourself?
Okay. There we go. Yeah, okay. I said you could say whatever you wanted.
Well, then,
Claudia has said yes. I don't know what that's in
I
reference
love
to.
Claudia. And her last name is Estrada, like Eric Estrada. I love it so much. I love it. I love it. I just want to walk around Australia with her and be like, mira ese pendejo, and no tiene remedio. No tiene remedio. I just want to be walking around.
Well, you know what? That's exactly what would happen if you came to Australia and hung around with her.
I love it. I just want to be going around. She'll be like, this is my gay American friend. And I'll be like, I am.
So I answered straight away. Well, yeah. Well, I'm not up to the comments straight away. Sometimes we're doing stuff. I'm not having an argument with you online. So how do we get you to Australia, Cliff?
I don't know. When you pay for my ticket and I go and perform a wedding, and like, which I have to get an answer from Universal Life Church. So yay!
G'day, fellas and everyone. That's right. We do say g'day.
And then like you gotta like hold me captive for like a month because like I gotta make sure that marriage license goes through before I go home.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, we told you there's free accommodation.
Yeah, no, I know, but then like I mean like dirty fish, guests stink after a few days. So like we gotta make it quick. Wedding, beautiful party time. Get to the whatever you guys have that's the equivalent of city hall or town hall. Be there, be like, hi, these are my credentials from Universal Life Church. Let's make this happen before these people hate me.
So, Cliff, what got you into comics, young man? Was it something when you were a child, or was it something in your adult life?
Absolutely. When I was a child, I was 2 years old when the first time I saw Superman the movie on television, and it was a two-parter on CBS television, and it was just when he went through the spinning of the Daily Planet, and he flew up to Lois, and it said to be continued, and I was like, what? And then the next night, I watched the rest of it, and I was crying and screaming like a little bitch because Lois was dying. And that was it. And then I knew I was in love with comic books.
Did you like Lois and Clark?
It was all right.
It was all right.
There are things I liked about it, and I certainly enjoyed it while I was living through it. Now I go back and I look at it, I'm like, well, this is pretty campy. And also Dean Cain has worn thin on me over the years, so that's unfortunate. But I still love Terry Hatcher. She's still just great,
Oh yeah. What's this? I don't like comics. Omnibo. I'm stamp collector. I have a complete collection of Australian rare stamp collections. Spent 35 years in the make. Oh wow, that's cool, man. Well done. All right. So so you said that your favorite superhero is Superman. Still?
Yes.
Or always has been.
Always has been.
Who's your least?
Least?
Yeah.
Do I have all day? Well, I mean, we could keep it simple. Just be like Batman,
Oh.
And it's funny is I've read plenty of. I've even defended the movie The Batman to people who are allegedly Batman fans. Like Batman's like one of my least favorite because like I'm just over it, and still I have room in my heart to have compassion and impartial criticism.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. I don't like. I got to admit, I'm over Batman in the comics because everybody's just everywhere. But I don't think there's ever been a movie of Batman that I haven't enjoyed.
Oh, what?
Batman
Even Nolan's?
Hey,
Even Nolan's?
yeah, of course I love
Nolan's
Nolan's.
are legendary. What are we talking about? No, it's Batman.
Oh,
It's usually the one.
Yeah.
That's the one I still have not watched the whole movie ever.
All right. Okay, so now we're going to come up. We're going to do a segment that I came up with all by myself. It's called Rate It or Hate It.
Liar!
And I thought for yourself, Cliff, we could pull a few omnibuses, and you could let us know whether it's something that, if you were into collected editions, that you would buy yourself, or if it's a loser title that's no good, or if it's a good read or a bad read. Just your thoughts on these titles.
I'm not into collected editions.
Oh yeah, okay. You have a hardcover.
I'm not into collected editions. Just letting you know. I came to play, bitch.
I don't have an intro for your Rate It or Hate It, so we'll just go brr, 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 like Wayne's World.
If you're telling me you were going to commit a theft, I would have just sent you. I would just sent you the slide.
I wanted it to be a surprise.
Theft should always be a surprise.
Yes.
Just like all other forms of assault. Good on you, Bo.
I've been around the block, mate. I know how it works. All right. Preacher Omnibus Volume 1.
Love it.
Love it?
Love it. Great series. Great book. Absolutely fucking wild. Love it.
You rate yours out of 5, do you not?
I do. I'm giving it a 5.
Oh, 5.
Yeah.
All right.
It's great. It's got a beginning, it's got a middle, it's got an end, it's got fucking amazing characters and depth.
Why am I a cheap ass?
For stealing from me.
What did you think of the TV show?
I enjoyed the TV show. They took a few liberties, but I was able to live with all of them.
Yeah, 100%. Okay. All right, next.
I also enjoy it. Yes, love it. I'll give it a 4.
4, okay. What about this one compared to the Jeff Lemire?
Also a 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
This one's a lot, and it's very out there. And then the Jeff Lemire one is like out there and darker. So like, but both are like solid reads. But also,
Jeff Lemire's is darker.
They killed his son Clifford, and that's it.
I haven't read it yet.
Oh well, guess what? Guess what? Spoilers, darling. They killed the only character named after me, and the only other fucking Clifford DC has is a fucking murdered Kyle Rayner's girlfriend. That's how they treat me. One of their #1 fans for 40-something fucking years, and that's how they treat me. Bitch.
Who owns the big red dog?
Oh, I don't know. Some guy created it and named it after his wife's imaginary friend from when she was little, and that's where Clifford the big red fucking dog came from. So, like, good on him. That's not 100 years old yet, so, that's still like a licensed property, so good luck.
Omnibo, I belong to Toy Collector in UK and Trade Exchange with many people from Australia. You have many poly-toy rare toys. Australians love Canadian toys because the box is in French and English. Okay. Did not know that. Next, I pulled out of all the Superman omnibuses.
Oh.
I pulled this one out just because I got a feeling.
Oh my God. If John Romita's on the cover, I will slap you through the internet. You whore. All right. It's not John Romita bad. All right.
It's the Morrison omnibus.
Yeah. Out of 5, I'll give it a 2.
Ooh, nasty. Although I don't blame you. A lot of people do not like this run at all.
Yeah, the new 52 was extremely challenging for Superman fans. And it's actually when I left comics, because I was like, oh my God, you're taking my guy and everything I love with him, and you're tanking it, and yet Batman and Green Lantern were unscathed. F you people, F you DC. And by the way, DC and Marvel recently losing that ongoing lawsuit where they have control of the word superheroes. Fuck them too. They don't deserve it. I'm sorry. I'm swearing. Am I allowed to swear?
No.
I feel like I am.
Of course,
Yeah,
we are.
I had the same problem with New 52 Superman as well. What I did was okay, it's an Elseworlds. It's not from the I can accept
That's called
a few.
denial. That's called denial.
It's
all
how
right.
I've survived.
No, and do you know what? No, do you know what? No,
That's my
no. This is
gem.
how you survive. Do you know how you survive? You go and you buy things that make you happy, like Invaders #1, right? Because that's how we have to jam it in their ass. That's how we have to jam it in their ass is by not spending money. All right. Everything we ever got was by fucking over the man, and that's how it works. And our whole world is run by corporations. That's the only way we can get away with anything. You know, honestly, like everyone should just not buy a damn comic unless it's something good, like Ultimate, and that's it, right? And then, like they should just like let that ride for like 6 months. And let me tell you, into month three, DC and Marvel will be shitting blood trying to fix their books and make new, more exciting titles. But again, no one will listen to me. It's too controversial. It's too much. It's too much Magneto Cliff coming out of me. So whatever, I'll do it myself.
Lee, you obviously haven't. You obviously haven't been watching Aussiverse lately because I've done a 360 on that, which is why I knew Cliff could come on the show. Lee's referring to back when we had other people on the show as well, constantly. We were warned. We were warned to probably not have Lee on live shows because he likes the C word a lot.
Oh, that's a big word.
I said to him,
that's not an internationally friendly word.
Yeah, and I said to him, "Do you reckon you could like not swear as much?" And I think he's taken it too literal and thought we can't swear at all, which is not the case, Lee. So please come back on the show, mate. We love you. Alan says, so this is Cliff, the handsome devil. I came into jamming it in their ass.
Take that, DC and Marvel.
The best time to jump on.
We greet people using the C word where I'm from. I'm tripping today. I guess I am.
Oh,
well, they wanted high energy, Cliff. Sometimes high energy, Cliff, comes with consequences.
This What It Do, fam. I tell you, there's another channel out there. I mean, I'm sure he didn't say it first, but it's kind of ruined that slogan for me because they say it all the time. Yeah.
Ruin. You know what? We don't let things be ruined. Let's just enjoy. Let's just be happy. You look at Lady.
Good to see you, man.
Darling, I gotta send her shit out today. I'm surrounded by things I need to send out from her package, which I'm gonna all the people I owe stuff. I'm gonna throw an extra like goodie in for some reason. But from her package to all my C3 shit, I am surrounded by stuff that has to go out.
Lady, fantastic. So how did you go on your C3?
How did it go?
Yeah.
It went really well.
I can only watch like the first half an hour.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like, I think we did it like $600 to $800.
Oh, nice.
So like I felt great. You know, I mean, I had, you know, it was wonderful. I had C Bizzle in the co-chair, and then we realized that we could not see what was happening on the back end with the money. So we had DJ Lynx in the background handling that.
DJ Lynx is really cool. I didn't know him at all, really. I've heard of his name, and I've seen him pop up here or there, but I feel like I've gotten to know him through the shows during Comics Curing Cancer a lot better, and he's pretty cool.
He's just great. I love him.
Yeah.
We have a DJ Lynx family date at the end of the month.
Oh, tell us more.
The Headless Horseman is up the road for me. And it's an annual, like, you know, haunted hayride maze bullshit that they do every year. And so, yeah, he's coming with his wife and daughter and son-in-law and me. And we're going to have dinner and we're going to go hit the haunted bullshit together. And I can't wait. I was like, I'm going to be screaming. And he's like, I can't wait. I'm going to record it. I was like, I may hit people. Please protect me from hurting people. That's right. I said the word protect me from hurting other people.
You got to do a vlog for that one.
He will, I'm sure. It won't be me, you know.
We got 3 more. I forgot we were doing this.
You know, with my luck, 4.
4?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
okay.
legend. And
Okay.
that's out of respect because, I don't I don't cream my pants for the turtles, but respect is respect. 4.
I do.
I know. As long as you cream your pants for me, baby. That's all that matters. Hate it.
You hate it?
Hate it.
So, out of 5?
0. Hate it. Remember, it's rated or hate it. If I say hate it, it gets nothing from me. Nothing.
Wow. What's your stance on that, Sharif?
Never read it, so I'm still open.
All right, last one.
5. Legendary. Look at that flag happening. Look at the shapes of those bodies. Look at that. Look at all the texture and contour and just, the thoughtfulness. That man is leading the charge. The American flag is blazing, and Doctor Strange is somewhere in there too.
Doctor Strange. Okay, cool. I actually haven't read it yet either.
You're gonna have a gay old time.
A gay old time.
Yes, like watching the Flintstones, not like watching my OnlyFans.
Yeah, I knew Lady Fantastic would like this. From what I know about her.
Have you seen some of her? She has some of those issues, and they look beautiful.
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah, she's all into that.
Yeah, she is.
Cliff on comics, you always bring a lot of energy in the channel. It's fun to see. Due to medical, I cannot go on now. I love videos. Great time for collectors like me.
Oh, that's so. I was gonna say you should be on a show at least, but yeah, medical problems are medical problems. So while I'm healthy, I'm here, folks. I'm here. I'm here, and I'm queer, and I'm collecting comics.
So what else do you want to do, brother? You're meant to come up with the ideas for what we're talking about. I messaged you about that and said it's all on you.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, no, I want the proof.
Yeah,
show me the receipts. Show me the receipts.
I did.
Pull them up. Pull up the receipts. Share the screen and show the receipts.
All right. What about this one then? You're into Justice League Dark?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Personally, I preferred the what do they call themselves? The Shadow. Oh my God, what were they before this Justice League Dark shit started?
Oh, I wouldn't know. Sharif, do you? You're a DC guy.
The only thing that popped out was Shadow Pact. I don't know.
The Shadow Pact. I liked it when it was the Shadow Pact. I didn't need Justice League Dark. I liked the Shadow Pact. That shit was great.
I never heard of it.
New 50. Yeah, exactly. You didn't hear about it. It was fucking great. It was fucking great. Go find the Shadow Pact. That shit was great.
That's not a bad idea, Shaggy Mac. What we're going to do now is then instead. Let's see here. Okay.
Blue Devil, right? Detective Chip, Enchantress, Nightmaster, Nightshade, Ragman, Warlock's Daughter, and Zariel the Angel. Come on, how does that not sound like an amazing ragtag team of hot mystical bullshit?
What I would like you to do for me. Sorry, Sharif.
Cliff, you're just mentioning about Blue Devil. We have not seen him since forever.
Who?
Blue Devil.
Constantine? Oh, Blue Devil? Yeah, I know. The last time I saw him, he was on Swamp Thing while Swamp Thing was getting canceled, the TV series.
I know. He's like been put in comics limbo.
I know, because they're dumb. They don't know how to do anything. They're scared. It's bullshit. We could sell you 12 Batman comics and make 7 variants of each and fucking shake your wallets out. And God forbid we give you a Blue Devil miniseries or any of that shit.
I just wish they did have the balls big enough to travel back 40 years. Do stuff like Vertigo that they've been putting out before. Pump out that shit.
Terrible, just all terrible.
Hot mystical bullshit sounds like burritos I ate last night.
Right? It should. It should all be fun. It should be just great.
Oh, thank you.
Bullshit.
Okay, so what I want you to do now for me, Cliff, is let's say that you're going to make your own Justice League Dark movie.
Okay.
Okay. Now, you can't use this actor because we know that everybody wants him to be Constantine. Who would you pick? Who's your choice? And it can be a totally biased Cliff picks as well, obviously.
Let me think. That was a really weird reverb I got happening there. Let me think about this. Are you there? You are there, right?
Hey?
Everything okay? No, because like everything glitched real hard for a second, and I'm like, all right.
Oh, okay. No, it's all fine on our end.
So like, all right, let's do. Listen. I love me my Latin Spanish men. All right. So I'm gonna start with Diego Luna as Deadman.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Right. All right. I don't know who these people are. One sec. Diego who?
Oh, you know Diego Luna. You know Diego Luna. You know him.
Diego Luna.
You know him.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. You know
as
him.
Deadman.
That's right. Yeah, as Deadman.
Okay.
Right? He could do that. He could do that shit all day. All right. Then we're gonna go with Javier Bardem as Jason Blood and the Demon.
Javier
Bardem, yes.
I can't believe I got that right. Oh, as who? Etrigan.
As Etrigan, Jason Blood, yes.
Okay. I like that one.
Yeah, I feel like he can bring it, you know? He's got a commanding presence, acting range. He can bring depth to the role. I love it. All right, let's do a woman now. Let's do Tilda Swinton as Madame Xanadu.
Oh. Not bad. I like that one too.
Tell me her with the long black hair and the nails and the tarot cards. Tell me that shit wouldn't be absolute fire. Tell me.
Who's Sean Pertwee?
Yeah, go look him up if you feel like it. But I'm not doing him.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oof. Yeah, that'd have to be an older one, though.
Mm.
I should go
now,
with
this
Sting.
is going to be my most... Yeah, I'm going with my... He actually might not be an older Constantine, but Constantine doesn't age, so out. I'm going with Riz Ahmed as Constantine. I put in the chat so you can see what I wrote.
Riz Ahmed. Okay, I was going to say, you're picking all these people that I've got no idea how to spell these names.
Oh, my goodness. But he's charismatic. He's intense. He can, like...
Oh,
he can
yeah!
bring depth to the character.
Yeah, I like this guy, actually. Sorry, who did you say he was going to be?
Constantine.
Wow.
Where have I seen him before?
You've seen him in Venom, probably. But he's been in a lot better movies than Venom.
I'm a woke ass gay bitch that's not afraid to take fucking chances. I'm trying to give you a good movie.
Have you seen the movie he was in where he's a drummer and he's losing his hearing?
Yes.
That was mad.
Which is why I think that he has the power to deliver the greatness that I'm looking for.
Yeah. Okay, well then all you've got left is what?
I've got Zatanna left and Swamp Thing left and Enchantress left.
Okay.
All right. Now I made a vicious swap with Constantine. I'm gonna make another one with Zatanna.
Yep.
I'm nervous.
Priyanka Chopra. Look her up.
Bianca?
No. P with a P. Go back. Priy.
Oh, Priyanka.
Oh, Priyanka. Okay.
Yes. There she is. Yeah.
Where have I seen her?
Come on, girl. Come on.
She looks familiar.
Right? Come on, she could deliver. Look at that. She's got everything. She's got beauty, brains, titties. She'd be wonderful Zatanna.
What has she been in?
Wild ass
Indian
shit.
movies.
That's what she's been in.
The White
Okay, like
Tiger.
let me be 100% transparent. I know her from Baywatch. The movie.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Next.
All right. So, yeah, but she's charming and talented, and I really like her. All right. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh
Austin
my
Butler.
God. All right. So this is super crazy, but do you know what I really want? Wait, why are we doing Austin Butler? Okay, I love Austin Butler. I mean, I do like him. I don't know if I'm feeling for Constantine. All right. But like, all right, do you want to know who I want to play Etrigan the Demon?
Who?
Aquafina. She's not. Javier Bardem will be the CGI body for the demon, but Aquafina will be all the rhyming of the demon.
Yeah. Okay. That is hilarious. I got to admit, that is hilarious.
Right? Because like, can you just picture her just like showing up and being like doing the gone form of man, rise to demon, or whatever the fuck. But like, I'm just picturing her, and like, I love the novelty of it.
No, there isn't a Justice League Dark coming out. We're just doing this for shits and giggles.
For fun. We're doing it for fun.
Skarsgård. Which Skarsgård? There's like 10 Skarsgårds.
I know, right?
I'm guessing he's going to mean the Tarzan one.
Today.
I wonder, what do you guys love to do? Okay, we'll answer that in just a moment, Lipboy. All right, what else you got, Cliff?
We got Swamp Thing, baby. We got Swamp Thing. And I think you guys are all going to really like and appreciate my choice for Swamp Thing. And it's going to be Cillian Murphy.
Who?
Cillian Murphy, you know, from Oppenheimer.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, that's my
okay.
choice for Swamp Thing.
Okay. Yeah, man. Okay,
right?
I dig that.
Like, I feel like this is just right on.
Man, I'm impressed with your answers, putting you on the spot like this. I wouldn't have been able to come up with answers that quickly.
You listen, man. Sometimes some of us just have it. Like you got me fired up with the what do you call it? You got me fired up. I was like super depressed backstage. I was like, let me chug more caffeine, baby. And like, here I am.
What about, isn't there like a black orchid? I know that from the cartoon.
She exists, but it's time for Enchantress.
Oh, Enchantress. Okay.
Right. And for Enchantress, I am choosing Evan Rachel Wood. That is my choice.
Hang on.
Yes.
Enchantress.
Yes. I love it. Yes.
Oh,
Those eyes.
Westworld.
Yep. She could do vulnerable. She could do dark. She could do captivating. I fucking love her. I'm like, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, Random Rips agrees. Yay. Someone agreed with me.
Yeah. She did Madonna well.
Yes. All right. So that's like the core. That's the core cast, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
All right, good. I think that's it. Like, do we need a villain? Who's like their villain? Should we choose like Etrigan? No, not Etrigan. Who would they fight? They would fight oh my god, oh my god, Trigon. Would like Trigon be their enemy, or like who else would they do? Chris Farley's dead. That's like a crazy.
Is Trigon more of a new Teen Titans or Titans?
Of course he is, but do you think they care in the movies? No.
That's true.
I'm trying to think of who good.
Come on, who's the
Worst one's
Justice
good,
League
but-
dark villain?
I'm trying to think of like a really good one. Like there's like God, there's demons in the DC universe. I'm trying to think of like who are like really good, like villains. Like Trigon is like the one that comes up. Oh, Neuron, Neron, Neuron,
Yeah.
right?
I was just about to say,
Neuron
he's
is
not really high up there for Neuron.
Who's high up there?
Neuron,
Here,
it's not.
yeah, he's high up there, right? He's good,
Is it?
right? He's a crisis level. He's a crisis level villain.
I've never heard of him.
Oh my! You've never
How about-
heard of it? Open your omnibus, Jesus!
Nah.
Why not just bring back Necron, Black Lantern?
Yeah, see, I know Necron.
Why are we gonna fight Necron in a Justice League Dark movie?
Because then,
Yeah, Sharif.
Because
Yes,
then you'll have
Sharif. No. I'm sorry.
he will
Necron,
have
Necron
unlimited.
is a universe. Necron is a universe level threat. Necron is a universe level. This is I want the souls of Earth level threat. Necron is the rings are coming for everyone you ever loved who died, so that they can come and torment you and drag you down to your doom with
Yeah,
you.
that's
is
where
fire.
all the emotional turmoil. That's drama, and that's the drama
Right, but
part of it.
that's where you get Infinity War and Endgame. That's where that comes in. That's when you have 65 fucking movie stars on screen. That's when Superman and Supergirl are fighting Black Lantern, freaking, Zor-El, being like, Father, don't do this. It's like, you were always a disappointment, Kala. Like that's the shit. That's the drama, And like Superman punching him, he's like, your father would have hated you, Kal-El. Like that's what you want, And Laura during that shit, we're like, get behind the shield, Kara, get behind the shield. And she's like, mother. And then she like puts up the freaking shield around New Krypton, and it cuts his fucking hand off, so that his dead corpse is floating in space, and Supergirl and Superman are cut off from the Kryptonians. That's the shit. That's an Omega level. That's beyond Omega level threat. All right, beyond Omega level threat. You need every fucking body out there, and that's the kind of movie you have. And in the first movie, they get their asses handed to them, and you just have Necron like standing triumphant at the end with the fucking undead anti-monitor's cusk behind him, just chilling the audience. And then the next one, you like start bringing it in and be like, oh, life was given birth to here on Earth. Earth is the center of the universe. And then the White Lantern rings start coming out, and bam, 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 White Lantern fuckers everywhere. Pow, pow, pow. And then freaking, and then like White Lantern Spectre emerges, and you're like, holy fuck balls. And just starts like, just starts freaking crushing Necron back into the abyss. And then everyone's like, oh my God, what an outrageous adventure, but some of our friends didn't make it. And then that's it. You close that chapter of DCU. It's great.
And this is how you bring back the core. Green Lantern and the core, that whole family, that everything back in after the stink that we had. This is how it should be done.
Sure, whatever.
Mate,
tickles your fancy.
You've just given us a great idea for a new show, and that's just coming up with our own storylines, because that was a lot and that was fantastic. We do have two people that have asked pretty much the same question, and that is Lipway going, other than collecting comics, I wonder what you guys love to do. And Claudia, Cliff, do you have any other hobbies apart from comics?
Oh, that's easy. I can answer both those questions. Playing with my balls and playing with my balls.
DM Ray, we're going to be having on the show soon.
No,
apart from
seriously, I
playing with
really
balls.
do. I know, I really do enjoy cooking. I really love cooking.
Oh, cooking. Okay.
Yep. If you go deep through my Instagram, you'll see some stuff that like I've thrown together over time.
Are you still hero clicking?
Who asked about HeroClix?
I just did.
Did somebody ask about that?
No.
Oh, you just did? Just you?
Why?
Yeah. What made you think of that?
Because yesterday we discovered we had a mutual friend, and you said,
"Oh, right, Henry, yes,
yeah."
But through HeroClix. No, I'm not. No, it turned me. Oh, that's right. I meant to tell you the story. So I judged HeroClix, and at one point, I was the only judge for HeroClix in my area. And thank you, Hector. And I judged, and I was the one in charge for 3 locations at one point, 3 different stores, worrying about them getting their price support, proper merchandise, all that shit. And it drove me crazy. But I loved the people, and I loved the game, and I loved whatever. And at one point, I was driving to Connecticut just so I could play, or driving to New Jersey to play, where I wasn't in charge. But the particular year that broke me, and I believe that year was 2017, 2018. I think it was the end of 2017. They made three rule changes the same year. And I couldn't take it anymore. I completely snapped. And I have spent a fortune on, like, out of the corner of my eye, I just all sorts of HeroClix shit, right? And like,
I've only got one left.
oh, of course, yeah. And I mean, I have all my babies, but like, it really broke me. And then like some of the other guys were like, okay, we'll take turns trying to like handle it, right? And I was like, okay, and you got to like stay on top of dudes, so like they're ordering their kits and all that stuff. And the whole scene fell apart within a couple months, you know? And like, and everyone was like, oh my God, Cliff, like, no wonder you couldn't take it anymore. It's too much to be the one judging the events, trying to stay on top of other people, to be responsible, to have the product and prize support in their store, so you could go there and play and support the store. Like, oh my God, but that's fine. You know what? Honestly, it was the game that broke me, because everything else I did from my heart, but the 3 rule changes just totally fucking snapped me, and I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't.
What were the 3 rule changes?
I don't even remember. All I know is that every time that you would think that they would get outwit, probability control, and perplex under control, because those were like the 3 most powerful and problematic abilities in the game, every single time they even made them more powerful. At one point, you could use outwit to outwit team abilities, which was unfucking heard of. That was never done in the many years I played that game. You could not outwit a team ability. And now they increased its power level once more, and I just lost my shit. I was like, on top of everything else I had to keep track of, line of fire, range, can you see it, can it not? Pulse wave doesn't draw a line of fire. You know, like, whose special ability does that? Whose special ability does this? Now there's a star to let you know they have a special thing in their card. Now there's this, that. And this is before they did all the new crazy shit that I've seen that I think is cool and great for you guys who are still in it. But it wrecked me. It wrecked me. And now I just look back, as I look at Punisher's van over in the corner, I just look back and I'm like, I've had a lot of great times. I love the friends that I made. It was a great time. And like, that was it. It was just too much. I hope that summed up my experience.
Liked, even though it's private chat. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what am I just doing, like some private chat moment? Is that what's happening?
With the HeroClix, when I used to go to my comic book store when I was young, they had a big display of them in the glass cabinets, and man, I used to love them so much. I never played it once. I just loved the look of them. There was so many that I wanted to buy.
Oh my goodness. My goodness.
But they break when you move house, which is so annoying. Which is why
I mean, they don't all break. You know, you got to be like really careful. You know, whatever. What can you do? You know, it's sad. You know. Now I just try to take solace in my love of comics and comic book art and the friends I've made along the way. because one day I'll drop dead and I'll become nothing but a memory to my friends, and then my eternal death begins when they're all dead and there's no one left to remember me.
I'll remember you.
But let me know. Right, but you're not immortal. So
Yet.
it ain't happening, baby. I've already tried everything. Listen, I've sucked everything there is to suck. And if that doesn't
yeah, well, so Sharif. So I guess I understand that.
Even the dancing naked in the woods on a
oh my god, dancing naked in the woods is like it's amateur hour, dude. That's like first month bullshit. Are you kidding? And all it is an excuse to drink ayahuasca and maybe fuck somebody. I mean, that's it. Please.
And speaking of that, here is a word from our sponsor, Comic Bookaroo.
Comic Bookaroo, proud sponsors of Aussiverse for all your comic book needs. Graphic novels, hardcovers, omnibuses, single issues. Don't forget to pre-order every Sunday at Comic Bookaroo.
I'm like, play it again.
Comic Bookaroo, proud.
There we go.
So we have 3 weeks. 3 weeks away until the show of shows, the YouTube Awards. What's your commentary on that, my friend?
I love it. I think it's a wonderful thing. I think Brian really created something for us to celebrate one another and come together and have a good time. And, for your mental health, everybody, try not to take it too seriously,
Yeah, I know,
because,
right?
Like Melanin Manga released a video today where it was like one of those things, like, it doesn't matter. We're all family. We're all family. It's like, bitch, who invited you here? We're all family. Like, I love it,
You know what does annoy me?
What? That some people might be in there, like Spruce Goose?
Oh, yeah, well, yeah.
Sorry,
okay.
I said the word I didn't want to say. Damn.
Yeah, I know. Sharif and our other Aussiverse partner, Steve, they're oblivious to all of that because they don't really partake in any of that world. They're here for Aussiverse, and that's about it, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's something that I don't really blame them for.
Fun because like C-Bizzle and I are like the two people on the council be like, oh my god, this week was horrible, and like occasionally Sam will be like, what is happening? Why did my Instagram get like so stupid? And the other guys are like, yeah, we don't know, let's just do this. and 90% of the time it's just me and C-Bizzle going, oh my god, the drama, and the other three like, I don't know.
So what Cliff is referring to there, Sharif? What Cliff is referring to there, Sharif, is that there's this particular channel out there.
Maybe we don't have to talk about it. We don't have to talk about it. We don't have to. No, I will not give it. I do not.
No, that's a good point. I can tell you outside of the show. But that isn't what I was going to talk about. My precious Freaky Louie is up for comedy.
The most comedic content creator, which me and the council won last year, and I want Freaky Louie to win it. So everyone who hasn't voted, get out there. I don't care who you vote for. I would love it if you voted for the Council of Comics, which includes me. I would love that. But most importantly, Freaky Louie for most comedic. That's what we need, baby. That's what we need.
There is one caveat to, look, I totally get it. And I do agree. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like there's also another channel that may deserve it too. That gets a little overlooked for putting out comedy. And it's this guy.
I don't think that channel gets overlooked. Is that channel being overlooked? Listen, all I'm saying is, like, Freaky has been up for multiple years. Damn it. Why would you pit people I love against me? You're just like Lee. All you Australians pull the same shit. Let's pitch you against stuff that you love. Don't vote for the freaking Spruce Moose. Do not vote for that fucker. That's all I'm saying. God bless him though. Like, it sounds like he's going on a journey. I really hope he finds
why? Because he got slammed the other day.
Slammed, honey. That was an Alexis Carrington, Colby, Devereaux, Carrington fucking slap down. All right, that's what that shit was. That was no. That was the Dominique Devereaux meets Alexis Carrington Colby SmackDown. It's like you invited me here. I didn't invite you. I summoned you. You know, that's the kind of SmackDown it was. You know, please sit down. I hear you've been asking questions about me. What is it about me you want to know? You know, and it's like, well, you claim to be a collector and a salesperson and everything all at once. Why, yes, I am, because we can be all more than one thing. Aren't you more than one thing? Aren't you more than merely an oral surgeon? Don't you ever flip a book for yourself? Let's ask the chat. If everyone agrees with me, write the number 2. Look, these are your followers. There's 80 number 2s in the chat right now. It's like, oh, thank you for the champagne. It's burnt. You shouldn't have kept it in the freezer. It was never in the freezer. Chat, if you believe that this was in the freezer, put the number 2. Claudia. You know? It's like, surely, if you didn't like that, you'll like my caviar. Okay, let's see how sticky caviar is. Oh, it's disgusting. I only eat beluga. This is Aussiverse. It's like, where'd you go? You didn't like that how I commented on the Aussiverse? It's like, you should carry beluga. And if you want beluga, you can go to clifoncomics.com right now and order the beluga caviar. Oh, you're back. What happened? We had a power outage. Oh, how unfortunate for you. It's like, you treated my man badly. What's happening? You trying to sell your beluga caviar? And it's like, I wasn't trying. I did. All right, that was a great show. Thanks for having me on. I hope you
Before we go, I do want to talk about what actually.
What is this?
Well, I don't know. I thought you were leaving.
I'm not. That was my bit. I was doing a bit.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ! You just got me fired up.
Back to this. What annoys me is the people out there hating it, saying that it is just a little community that's voting for each other. Because
who gives a fuck? What's the VMAs? What's anything?
Yeah.
What's a fucking award show? You stupid, freaking angry fuck! The world sucks. Have some fucking joy. Take part. Jesus. Good Lord,
exactly
there's not
right.
enough cracking fucking rum for me right now. That was really negative. I don't want my views to be expressed in any way. The CBC Awards is Brian's child. Brian puts his effort, his love, and his own money mostly into this effort, right? And if it is a community voting for each other, who cares? We're having a good time. Have you ever been to your award ceremony at work? Do you like The Office, the American one? Have you seen Michael Scott's annual bullshit? Do you hate that?
The Dundies.
No. The Dundies. You love that shit. So tune in, watch, and expect me to be sitting there slurping up my second freaking drink like Pam.
That is a shiny cup. That looks like a cup Claudia would love.
Yep.
What's the logo?
I'm trying to see myself. Something Billings? Wild Bill's Craft Beverages. Yeah. Wild Billy's?
That logo sounds like something Straight Cliff would like.
The Dundies Award. Dundies. We're giving out the
I hope you saw my props to you for a moment there, Whack, because I know that you don't watch whole shows because you don't have an attention span of a flea. But yeah, man, I'm quite excited for it because just like Comics Curing Cancer, this is the first year that I am like paying attention to it, participating. Obviously, we've been nominated as well for a few things, which is fantastic. But this year has just been, especially the last 6 months, has just been so different. Where before that, it was really just me and my mates getting on making content. Where now it's such a community. It's so good, man. I'm loving it so much. Right? Friday nights for us get to hang out with Legion. Saturday nights get to hang out with you. Sunday mornings get to hang out with Mad Spidey. And then Fat Stacks is like fucking 5 a.m. in the morning, but still, you know.
Spidey crawls out of bed for it. Crawls out of bed. He's like, I'm trying to win shit from my box.
I don't know how he does it, man. I don't know how he does it. And those streams, they go for so long.
Well, it's 2.5 hours sometimes for only slabs, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so well, it depends on the guest and all that stuff. I think Rob likes to keep it to a tight hour and a half, maybe. But you know, and then like my episode, people were donating to the chat, super chats like crazy. It was amazing. It was like $200, which is great because that's all Comics Curing Cancer money. And so that was really exciting. But mine went on because I'm a talker, plus the super chats, plus I made sure I had 20-something books with me. I even bought 2 slabs that day. That Marvel Tales Volume 2 #1, which is a reprint of Submariner #1, and that Spidey Super Stories #1. I picked those up that afternoon at King Kong. Spidey, Marvel Tales, Submariner. So I picked those 2 up that afternoon. I was like, I wanted to have these, and I've always wanted Power Girl's first appearance, and I got a deal on it the week before, so I opened that fresh for my only slabs.
I like that Venom Spider-Man one to the far right.
This?
No, far right. The more, yeah, that one, yeah.
This one I won from the DJ Links, the Link Squad giveaway, and then the Link Squad giveaway that month happened to be a $200 mystery box from Nick's Kicks and Comics, and Nick is like, do you like Marvel or DC? I'm like, I like both. I'm a whore for both. So this was my Marvel slab that came in the box, and my DC slab was a Wonder Woman 9.8 that I do not have on the wall currently, but that's really beautiful too.
Yeah.
So that was, I like that I have wins on the wall. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, and so you should be.
Yeah.
They're a lot more expensive here. Yeah.
Yeah. But did you get anything from C3? Because free shipping. Free shipping.
Yeah.
You motherfucker should have been fucking raking. Dr. Von was over in the UK like big.
Yeah.
Like he was just like, it's like, this is Christmas for me. Like,
I know.
This now is gonna get it all.
It's such. I had no idea just how much was on offer. I shared the links with my Aussiverse guys, but I don't think they quite realised the scope of it as well. Just like I didn't. Where you're aware that it's an initiative to raise money for a good cause. But I don't think they realised, and again, not giving shit to you or Sharif or Steve, Sharif, but I'm just being honest. I don't think they realised just how much was being sold, and for such good prices and free shipping. Like I said to Rob last night on Legion of Comics, next year I'm putting money away. Oh man, there was so much. There was even a stack of a guy had an omnibus.
Yeah. Could you?
A guy had an omnibus and some hardcovers, and it sold for like $60.
Yeah. With free shipping.
Yeah.
Even with the exchange rate, that's still under $100 for you.
Yeah.
You know? Or how about that Secret Wars #8 signature series that went for a few $100s? Yeah.
It was just so much, man. So much art, so much books. It was just insane. We need some more collected editions, but it was still really, really cool, man.
Who cares about the collected editions? Just the value, period.
Yeah, true. You could flip a lot of it too.
Right? You could flip a lot of it and then get yourself more collected editions. I mean, like, like, what are we talking about? Or hang something nice on the wall. Be like, look at my 9.8 custom drawn Ben Reilly, like, amazing.
Yeah. So I was on Legion of Comics the week before, I think, yeah. And Aussiverse was on. And I didn't know Aussiverse was an artist.
Ooh, surprise for you. Yes, he is. He's pretty good. Don't you think?
I had no idea. And he's showing us the blank covers that he's got. And one of them was a King in Black, the black variant, black. And I've turned around, I've gone, I've got to get a Venom off you one day. And then Mark's just gone, what are you doing right now? You're on the stream. You're not doing anything. Draw this guy a Venom. And he's just gone, yeah, cool. So he started drawing a Venom. And he goes, here you go, Bo. And he finished it. And it looks great. So I sent $75 Australian, which is 50 American, which I know is not a lot, but it was legitimately half of the money that I had in my bank account. So I sent that, and that was that was my contribution to this year. But next year, I'm definitely putting money away.
I love it. I love it.
I might even get him to get it slabbed for me because I know how easy it is for you guys over there.
I mean, it's easier.
Yeah, not easy.
Let's also keep in mind that CGC is located in Florida.
Oh,
I'm like, they may be having a moment right now.
right. I didn't know that actually.
You know. By the way, can I like I don't like a lot of drama, but if you're a corporation, I will fuck with you. So you've already seen me go after DC and Marvel. Can I just say PSA? What does it stand for? Piece of shit authenticators. How dare they? So I saw Swaggle House's video today, and his video was about the K-pop. Thank you. All right. So I saw Swaggle House's video, and he's going through the comments, and people are shitting over the new logo that's supposed to be displayed at New York Comic Con. Not the new logo, but the new banner for it. And they're like, blah, blah, blah. But it still looks like shit. And like all these dudes, even people trying to defend them based on integrity, were like, oh, sure, it's a shitty looking slab, but like think about the caliber of the grading, blah, blah, blah. When I went to go find the post to comment, all the negative and negative adjacent posts were all removed. So I made a post and I was like, yo, Swaggle House, tag Swaggle House. All the comments from your video are gone. I'm like, demerit to PSA. I guess we are laughing at all the graders. Because in his video, he had said, I think somebody wrote in the chat or whatever about, oh, we're all gonna, or he said something about they're all gonna laugh at them because we're laughing at CGC because of all their problems, and they're laughing at CBCS is laughing at them because of the banana thing, you know, and like, you know, they're all laughing at each other, and we're all just a bunch of clowns for supporting them. And then PSA does this shit. You want transparency? You want to be like a strong, good, like company, then you leave the negative fucking comments there. You just fucking leave it. Be like, I don't agree. We're going to try and do better. And then just fucking leave it alone. Don't delete multiple comments. Multiple. Because all it did was go, I ain't going to fuck with you. All you've proven is you're as shitty as anybody else. Take your fucking hedge fund motherfucking ass and go eat a dirty dick somewhere. All right. I was like, I will fuck with the devils I already know. CBC and CGCS, CGC and CBCS. That's it. You know, I was like, I don't need to put a fresh dirty dick in my mouth. All right, fuck off. So I'm having some feelings that Kraken rum is really good in the soda.
What time is it for you?
It is 9:15 p.m.
Oh, okay, fair enough. What time do you, on average, go to bed?
Like about 10:30.
Oh,
Maybe.
Okay.
It depends. Why do you think I said I've only been here an hour? Let's go. Come on, Bo. Come on, Sharif. Form Voltron.
Are you excited about that news, Voltron?
I could give zero fucks. It's like, oh, he's in Voltron. Great. As what? Doing what? When? Where? Who? Who the fuck? It's not. It's cute. I mean, I'm happy that they love him. I love him too. You know? But what the fuck? I was like, he's in Voltron. Okay. I need more than that. Is he the fucking prince? Because I think he looked fucking great. Give me that sexy ass fucking purple skin, motherfucking white haired fucking demon prince walking room to room, being all sexy and devious. I love it. Give that shit to me.
And this is me for every news that comes up. Oh, this actor has been cast for this role. This actor. I don't care. Just
you know what?
make the movie.
At least the casting for Jon Stewart was exciting because because that was like a perpetual stream of news. Like the show's gonna happen. Production's getting ready. We're chasing down our Hal Jordan. We've got our Jon Stewart. So like, yes, like, okay, like I'm on board with that. But this came out of fucking nowhere. It's like everyone's sitting there going, do. Oh, gee, I wonder if CGC is going to survive the 15 hurricanes. And then like, bam! MGM Amazon, Grits Henry Cavill for Voltron. Shit, I didn't know Voltron was happening. What? You know?
What's a property that has not been done live action in our adult life that you're dying to see?
That would really like tantalize me. Voltron actually kind of is one of them. The other is Thundercats.
Oh, okay.
I feel like if there was like a commitment to do it right, I feel like it would be fucking great. You know?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I think the opening arc of the original series is actually just jazz it up, and that would be great.
What about you, Sharif?
Man, I don't know.
Well, I've got two straight up.
No, I think I can get on board with Thundercats. Grew up on it.
I never watched them.
Yeah, because
I know. Everybody
like
loves Thundercats, and I don't know what happened to me that just passed me by. Maybe I was too busy with Street Sharks.
You know, it's funny. That's what happened to me in G.I. Joe and Transformers.
See, I never got into G.I. Joe either.
Yeah, same.
You know,
never watched it.
I got into G.I. Joe like a little bit later, but it was still like a passive getting into it. It wasn't oh my God, I'm so in.
And I think that's the reason why with the recent release of Volume 1 Compendium, I kind of got I don't know. Am I vested enough to try it? And dude, that thing is thick.
I mean, listen, it's the greatest works of Larry Hama, you know, so like it's a whole thing.
All right, so
and I agree with Katie. I think we need a good live action He-Man.
Well, I was going to say my two straight up is He-Man, which they've been talking about forever. So I do reckon that'll come. The one that will never be made, that just kills me, is a committed live action Astro Boy, man. That would just be, it kills me that they have. I mean, imagine what a great ass movie that'd be.
Well, I gotta tell you, did you watch that 3D animated one
of Astro Boy?
Yeah, that one like really fucked with me. His father built him, and then like also was like, "But you're not my real son. Get away from me!" Like I was like, "Oh my!" Like I was.
That was the original Astro Boy too.
Again, that's all. I was like, okay, so like, yeah, that was like that storyline. It was just too hard for me. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, what are we doing here? Why is your papa rejecting you? Like, what is happening? This is like Geppetto. This is like Geppetto getting visited by the blue fairy and be like, bitch, I thought we were gonna fuck you. You were gonna give birth, but instead you gave me this wooden piece of shit. That's fucking nose grows all the fucking time when he lies. You know? I'm like, and that just sounds like the lineup for some, you know, say Uncle Porn, not some fucking, you know, Geppetto and his kid. Just craziness.
What's always pulled at my heartstrings with Astro Boy is I love friendships in comics and brotherhood and all that, which is why I talked about when I was on your show, the Spider-Man, the Peter Parker, Harry Osborn relationship, how that ended in Spectacular Spider-Man 200. That sort of storyline has always just been so to me. And in Astro Boy, he's got a brother, Atlas. And Atlas hates humanity and wants to destroy them all. And Astro Boy's trying to save them. So it's very Peter Parker, Harry Osborn. But I just love that, man.
I mean, I got to give it to you, you know? You know what else I really would dug? Cyborg 009.
What is that?
You don't know that? Sharif, do you know it? You don't know it?
Cyborg 009.
Oh my God. Oh, get into it, baby. Get into it.
Okay.
You need to check that shit out.
Where can I watch this?
You should be able to watch it on Crunchyroll. And the original one, please try to go for the originals. You know, don't go for that super new shit. It'll only disappoint everybody.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Okay. Right.
What's Discworld?
Discworld. Oh, that's some shit. That's from like my childhood. That was crazy. And of course, they never resolved it. So and it's from a book series too.
Discworld.
Yeah, Terry Pratchett's Discworld. I think you'd love the read.
Yeah, well, I like Terry Pratchett.
Yeah, I think you'd really enjoy it. It's crazy, but you'd enjoy it.
Okay. What's this? How about the graphic novel WE3 by Grant Morrison?
W3. Yeah, the 20th anniversary. Just keep.
No.
The free video games. Yep.
Good art, point and click style. Hi, homie Kevin. All right. All right. So if somebody was just getting into comics, Cliff, in today's age, today's day, right now, what sort of advice would you give them? Would you point them in the direction of one of the big two? Or would you go for your indies? Or
collect what you love? What calls to you? Collect what you love. Yeah,
well, what if someone turns around to you and they're like, oh, Batman looks cool, but it's too much, so I want to start with something that's...
Okay, first of all, like, you just named the dumbest example ever, all right?
Hey, that's what people say.
Batman is the absolute perfect basic bitch. There's a number fucking one every time you turn your head. It's like, oh, you want to experiment with Batman? Here's a long Halloween. Here's a long Halloween 3. It's like, here's another bad day for bats, part 1. They're all fucking sitting there on the wall. Where can we go? Jesus Christ, dude. Like, it's also like, I don't know where to start with Spider-Man. Here's just Spider-Verse 2022, #1 here. Like, just like, here's a box of fucking dollar Spider-Man books because they couldn't get them fucking right for 12 years. Just take this here. I'll pay for it. Take it the fuck home. That's how you get started.
Oh, Cliff, I'd love to see you in some sort of TV show where you're working at a comic book store. That'd just be so hilarious. Kids, I imagine these little cute twins come in, a boy and a girl, and they're like, 7 or 8 years old, and they walk in up to the counter and they're like, hello, I want to buy some comics. I don't really know what I'm going. And Cliff's just like, here's a fucking box of comics. Just fucking take it away. No one's gotten Spider-Man right in 20 years. Fucking take it.
No, I would say, listen here, Overlook twins. Here's a box of random comics. Take it and go the fuck home with your pasty white scary asses.
That is good advice. I got to admit, K-pop.
Exactly.
Porn stars, but a comic shop with Cliff. Yeah. Oh. We got to, that would even just make some funny skits, man. You get a niece or a nephew and just make some skits.
You're offending me because you clearly have never watched the Council of Comics New Comic Book Day. We do skits. I haven't. Every fucking week.
I know you do skits, but you don't.
That's how we won this. All right. And Josh has 3 children, and we use his children regularly in the skits.
All right. Well, don't worry. We're going to get you back at the end of the show when we ask you our final question, just to prove how much Aussiverse you've watched. So,
do you know how much Aussiverse I've watched?
I've seen you comment. It's appreciated.
All right. So yeah,
we'll see.
I may know a thing or two about Aussiverse. We'll find out.
We'll see how much you pay attention at the end of the show.
We'll see. Maybe not enough attention, but we'll see.
I do want to see some of these skits, though. I've got to admit. And Cliff, to be fair, I've only been watching you since the first time I met you on Mad Spidey.
That's several weeks. What have you been doing?
I was going to say that really wasn't that long ago.
I only expect that you have me playing morning, noon, and night in the background, even when you're making love. I want my videos ready.
It's funny, you know, because Claudia has suggested that, but for some reason it just makes me feel a bit weird. She's like, can't we just put Cliff on in the background? And I'm like, why? And she gives me this look like, do I really need to explain?
You know.
And I say, yes, explain. And then she just doesn't go any further.
You know what? It wouldn't be the strangest bedroom interaction I've ever had with a hetero couple.
I am, yeah, okay, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised at all. Oh, mate. All right. So, can you share any sort of personal experiences? Sorry. I didn't mean it after that segue. Let me start again. Can you share any personal experiences that have influenced your perspective on buying comics now?
I don't know. I love you, Claudia. That's like kind of a difficult question because
yeah, no, that's why I asked it.
Right, but I feel like some people answer it like much more like fluidly, you know, like because I think they lean more into one niche of comic book realm person, and I like am scattered. And I've been collecting since I was 7 years old, so like there's a whole thing in there, you know. One thing that I don't quite shut up about, and I talk a lot about a lot of things, but like, you know, everyone complains that, you know, like writers are like, oh, well, they charge for their signature, and I'm like, well, yeah, and they used to like never do that, but they were constantly getting screwed, and I was there watching it unfold, and I was like, oh my god, this is terrible, somebody do something. And as usual, no one did anything. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, oh my goodness, this attack on the Capitol is awful. Someone should do something to stop this. I
don't blame him, though. I don't blame him for charging, though. It all depends on how much.
But, you know, some people are like, I don't understand. But it's like, yo, it's not what it used to be. It's not what it used to be.
Yeah, exactly right.
So I wish we had done more as a community then to come together and, like, you know, protect these people that we love to go to shows for and stuff. And now it's just like, it's far too late. It's far too late.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Every other person and their brother is a flipper now. And, like, you know, you have to build your relationship with artists and writers on your own. And that's it. Yeah. So does that sound like a good piece of perspective advice?
Yeah, no, I like that. I mean, it even goes into the wrestling these days where, like, you know, you can't even walk up to them now and ask them to sign stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, sometimes you can, but the amount of videos that I've seen of people bringing like 15 photographs or something and just saying, can you sign all of these? And it's like, where are people's mentality? Like, you're clearly not doing that for yourself. You're clearly going to flip all of that. And why would anybody want to sit there and sign that much for one person?
You know, also, you know what? I don't mind 15. I actually, because I've come up to people with 15 books before. I'm sorry. It's like, it's like, dude, I haven't seen you in a while. Let's go. Boom. And like, but I'll spend some money with them. I'll talk to them. Yeah, and that's the way it should be with real fans. Real fans, right? Not just people who are there to flip. But, and also, if it was you, if it was like, it's like, if it was like Aussiverse issue #1, and people were like, oh my God, I got 5 of each of the 3 variants of #1, and like came to sign, like, you'd want to sign them. Like, this is your public. Like, this is what you're doing. You know? Yeah. So, like, I'm fine with that. But, you know, there's just so many scoundrels who enter the equation, and, like, that's the problem.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
Like the bag of dicks who rolls up with his trolley of fucking short boxes and puts one on the table, and it's like, yeah, I brought this for you to sign. I'll come pick it up at 4:00. What?
Not everyone flips their books. David Finch signed over 30 comics for me. I don't sell one of them. Oh, wow. Okay.
And David Finch is great.
That's fair enough then.
He did some wonderful Forever Evil stuff for me.
I guess what I'm talking about specifically is these, like, I don't know, again, with the wrestlers, I've just seen people rock up with so many photos and they're just like, sign all of them. And it's like, dude, I'm at the airport. Like,
okay, well, that's also another thing. There's like, you're at the airport. This is not a show where the person's at a table. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. People do dumb shit all the time. You know.
So what's the most challenging?
Challenging?
I thought we all just talked then. What's the most challenging aspect of comic collecting, do you think? And how do you overcome that?
Money, and I don't overcome it. I cry about it constantly. I have poor spending habits, and that leads to sadness and depression, which leads to buying because I want to cope with the sadness and depression, which leads to me not having enough money again, which leads to me door dashing, which leads to me eventually buying stuff because I'm feeling sad and depressed again. So the cycle just continues endlessly. So yeah, I don't have good advice there. Other than, you know, maybe you should sell some of your shit once in a while. Take some of your own advice on that one, Cliff. I think the money is a big challenge. But of course, you can always take good advice from someone who doesn't take their own advice, and that's just like save. You know, like I am stashing money away for fucking Heroes Con so I can go. If I could date anyone from DC or Marvel, oh.
Does he mean like characters or creators?
Oh, he means characters. See, I'd want someone who I could actually maintain a relationship with.
Colossus.
Did you say Colossus?
I did.
What makes you think that maintaining a relationship? Have you seen his track record? Did you not see where he got mind controlled and murdered that bitch and buried her? Like
that's
I'm
true.
not, no, we're not doing that. No. Shit for that value, I'll take my chances getting my neck snapped with Spidey. Oh my god!
Hey, I chose Colossus for you just because of the rock hard everything.
That's not how it works. Okay, what you need to look is at the track record of your man whoreness, right? So the biggest man whores we got over at Marvel, we start with Daredevil. Daredevil is like man whore supreme. You know, so that tells me the sex is going to be excellent, right? but the commitment is going to be shit. Okay. So you need to like teeter yourself to someone who can give you good dick and like kind of maintain the relationship, even though you know it's going to be difficult being with a superhero. So I find myself teetering somewhere along the lines of like a Hawkeye, you know? Like I feel like a Hawkeye level caliber would be good. You know, I feel like Captain America will be great at commitment, but just suck, you know, at everything else. So Cliff is banging for. I ain't banging for. Why do I gotta lower my fucking standards? I'm in a fictional fucking universe and I gotta bring my bar down. What is this? Jesus, like I would really want to kick it with Cyclops, you know, but he's like, I'm sure that Dick is good. His nickname is Slim for a reason, you know. But outside of that, like if we look at his track record, Madeline Pryor, it's not a great track record, okay. And I want to end up the Demon King for no good fucking reason like that. You know, Wolverine, we all know that's bad. If he has one bad dream, you're getting fucking gutted by the fucking claws. Terrible. You know, Daken's hot, but again, claws. Iceman, but no commitment. You know, we are just cutting it thin. You know, at least with North Star, you know, you get commitment. That fucker's married and still married, so like that's nice. You know,
that's true.
That's true. Let's see who else we got. Hank Pym, but you know, he slapped his wife. We all know he's and created Ultron, so he's got a track record for crazy. We got to be careful there.
Some people are into that. Who knows?
Yeah, we're not into that. We will not be doing that. Human Torch. There's some himbo energy that I really enjoy. Don't want to get fucking burned. I probably have to ask Reed for my own special fucking suit just so I could like.
You're talking about commitment and you're giving props to Human Torch,
but he's hot.
Yeah, no, I said I would enjoy the himbo energy. You know, And by the way, that motherfucker was married and he stuck it out until that bitch was like, I'm a scroll. Like, you know, so I'm like, it's not always his fault. Am I right?
So you still haven't stuck with one
I know.
from Marvel and DC. What's wrong with Superman?
No, it's just too much commitment. It's just too much commitment.
Too much commitment.
And also, like I don't know if I've ever told you I have a weird thing with Superman. I see him as a father figure. I have a hard time being attracted to Superman. The only Superman I've ever been attracted to is Henry Cavill.
The question would be weird, wouldn't it? Because like, there's no face.
I mean, he can take that off.
Can be anyone.
Damn. There's got. Hold on. Let's Rolodex here. Let's Rolodex.
What about Etrigan?
No, what is wrong with you guys? The Ray. I would definitely hook up with the Ray. Huh?
With Etrigan, 2-in-1. You get
one of them is a demon from hell. Would you be fucking a demon from hell if that was part of the equation? You know, I was like, her cooch is gonna be burning your dick off. Why would you? Like, why would you play with them chances? Could you just imagine one of the minions, one of the birth children of fucking Satan, just fucking riding your dick, speaking in tongues, lashing you with a physical tongue? Like, it sounds a little bit hot, but I'm pretty sure it's like fucking torture. I'm not rolling the dice on that shit.
I wouldn't mind sleeping with someone that rhymes in your ear all the time.
But they're from hell. And those rhymes are really satanic verses. Like, I'm just telling you, it's just not a good look. It's not a good look.
Magneto?
Does that look like commitment material? Wait, did I say I have to date, right? I want to be dating this person, right? Yeah.
Claudia's got a good
one. No, I would not take Mr. Fantastic. Have you seen his track record? All right. Sue is constantly trying to be like, yo, Reed, I am your wife. Oh, Reed, did you notice I set up a whole new display for Namor? Why would you do that? I don't know. I'm just in a mood.
What's wrong with Mr. Fantastic? It's Sue that
Sue
goes
is not
off.
the problem. Have you read the fucking thing? Sue is not the problem. He's the problem. Where is he all the time? In the goddamn lab. Where is Sue? Fucking managing a fucking family. All right? They lost money. What did she do? Bitch went right back to fucking work. Right to work. Started teaching fucking college courses. The minute. And how did that issue end? Her reminding her children as she put them to bed that their Uncle Ben is a real fucking hero. You know, because he went to a job site, a construction site for a job, and they're like, dude, we're not going to hire you. I'm fully staffed. And the construction site started to tumble, and he rescued all the fucking dudes there. And bam, he's like, you got a fucking job, man. You got a job. That was in Marvel Knights 4. It was great. Dupe, absolutely not.
Why not?
Now, on the DC side, elongated man, he could do it right. You know, commitment, because he's really into Sue Dibney. She wore that shirt in the Marvel DC crossover that said, I like it elongated. That sent all the right messages to me.
She said, what was that in?
In the JLA Avengers crossover, her t-shirts at the Avengers JLA get together, her shirt said, I like it elongated.
Oh, I never noticed that.
Yeah, go and open your newly acquired Absolute.
Oh, this is a...
Do you have it? What do you have? Oh, you do have it. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Look at that precious gold foil. Fuck yeah.
So where am I gonna find it amongst all these pages?
I think it's issue 2 where their worlds merge together, or issue 3.
Okay. You guys keep talking about the commitments.
All right. So elongated man at DC. I think I'm gonna give it to him. And over at Marvel, what did I settle on? I think I kind of settled on Hawkeye, didn't I?
Yeah, but I think
I have a lot of love in my heart for Spidey, so Spidey can get it. And I would go as far as Ben, but Ben is fucking crazy. You know, like I can't, like I'm not here for the crazy shit.
No, don't, not with Peter. He'll dump your ass in snap.
Peter won't dump my ass.
When it comes between you and Aunt May. You will.
Now I'll show up in the Marvel universe. I'll be fucking the red hair, the red barber. He'll be like, "Oh my god, I didn't know it was into red bears," and and he'll just be all over it. And he's like, "I don't know what it is I like about you, Cliff, but it's just something." And it's like, "Oh, I've got to go." I was like, "You don't have to make excuses for me, Tiger. I know you're Spider-Man. Go get them. I'll be waiting here with my ass wide open when you get back." And that's it. That would be me. Kingpin.
What about a god like Thor or Hercules or someone?
Oh, Hercules can get it, but we all know zero commitment. And Thor, maybe. Like, Thor can be committed. Like, he's been all right. So, and Thor could get it. I mean, let's be clear. But Hercules, you're sharing a bed every night. They'll be like, "Oh, I love you, babe. Good night, babe." It's like, "Good night, babe. Good night, pup." Or whoever else is the fucking other person in the room.
Oh.
Ant-Man.
Yeah.
I actually have a version of Hercules for the comic series that I want to produce, and that's essentially who he is. Every time you see him, he's like man of action on the battlefield, and then like at night, it's like, "Where's Hercules?" And he's just like in a tent, like fucking a bunch of people, or like just passed out with a bunch of people all naked all around him, like just every time,
Right.
Dr. Octopus, absolutely not. Have you seen his pot belly? No.
Depends on who draws him.
Nope, it does not. He's got to have some personality too. I mean, even in Peter's body, I'd only be there for Peter's body. Aquaman,
Dr. Octopus was hot when he was in that clone body.
Yeah, I know. Aquaman, yes. Aquaman's good. I don't know how I feel about living with the King of Atlantis, but that's like a thing. That would be a cramp in the relationship.
Still looking for this t-shirt.
Hey, James. Aquaman knows how to keep things wet and deep.
Hey, I found it. God, how? There is no way I would have ever noticed that. That is so small. So this is what's wrong.
I noticed that shit immediately. I was like,
this is what's wrong with my eyesight, man. Like in a comic book. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put me on bigger.
Because you don't look at the art.
I really don't. Like, look at that. Look at that busy page, and it's all the way there.
Yep. I love it a lot. Yes.
Oh my god! I never would have seen that.
Yep. And I caught that shit on day one in the comic store. Day one. And Anthony, he owns the comic store. He's like, "Holy shit, how did you even see it?" I was like, I'm looking for that. I'm looking at every page. And I've noticed this. I've noticed that I'm that kind of reader. And I've noticed that the kind of reader I am, it plays a tremendous role in me and other people's interpretation of a comic. So, like, some people will read something that I think is absolute trash, pun intended. I'm looking at you, absolute bullshit. And they're like, "Oh my god, it's so great." And I'm like, "What are you like? Are you paying attention to the words? Because like the words don't add up, I don't know. I try to like look at everything. I'm really trying to process shit. Like all these people hating on my precious Agatha. And I'm like, I'm having the time of my fucking life. Hating this show is like hating Hocus Pocus. What the fuck is wrong with people? I'm like over there jamming out to the road in my car on my way to work, just like looking at fucking witches' hats for Halloween, just to be like fucking purple robes, just to be like walking around like male Agatha, being like, "We're doing this shit. We're doing it."
So how long have you been a YouTube channel, Cliff? Like just you?
Just me?
Yeah.
I guess a year or two. A year
or two. Okay.
Right. It's like, but in reality, like I started my channel a really long time ago.
Yeah. Okay.
And,
so what do you? Sorry, you're gonna ask something, Sharif?
No.
No. What do you attribute to your 850 subs or so?
Hard work, commitment, putting myself out there on every available stream, every chance I get. Yeah. And my dazzling whorish personality. I feel that my special blend of of masculine Blanche and Dorothy really just appeals to people out there.
Yeah, I would agree. All right, we've got time for a couple last questions. Sharif, what have you got for Cliff?
Man, I've been so immensely enjoying myself that I don't know. Nothing popped in.
All right, well, don't worry, I've still got more. Cliff,
Boom.
my little Cliff. How do you maintain your enthusiasm and stay up to date in a rapidly evolving field?
I watch
Like-
everybody else's show. That's how I do that shit. Yeah. I'm like, I ain't got time for all this. I'm like, I'm watching yours. I'm trying to be supportive and watching people in the community.
Fair enough. Who are you dressing up for? It's Halloween.
I don't know, but I'm going to try.
You don't know yet?
I don't know yet. I'm not a Halloween person.
Oh, no?
And I'll tell you why. Because I've always been a big person. I've always been a big dude. And Halloween outfits for big people are a motherfucking nightmare.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You know, who do I get to be? The King Henry the fucking fourth or some shit with the fucking drumstick? You know, Santa Claus, an overweight swashbuckler. Like, what the? Like, there's bullshit for big guys. Bullshit.
Yeah, that is a good point, actually, man. Something I've never even thought about.
So I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna attempt to do something special this year. I'm gonna call in Madam and see if she can help me with it. And if it's a good look, you'll all get to see it. And if it doesn't work, well, at least I will know that I tried.
Yeah. No, Madam, a great idea. She's invited me twice recently to her shows, but it's always when I'm just about to go to sleep or something. So hopefully I'll go up.
I'm always in the middle of work. I'm like, oh, that sounds lovely. I'm like, I'm in the middle of I'm in the middle of like trying to get a client a job, and or I'm in the middle of teaching a class on how to get a job.
Yeah. I wasn't going to bring that up, Claudia, but you did. So there you go.
With what? Oh my God, we always have
Halloween.
There. Yeah. Oh, with Halloween. Yeah. No, I'm gonna try some basic big shit, and I'm gonna see if it makes me happy. In the meantime, somebody at work is gonna come in as one of the Sanderson sisters, and I'm so fucking like in love with it.
Yeah. What I don't like about myself personally is I've got so much random like masks or like things like that, but no committed full outfit.
You're almost in outfit right now.
Yeah, well, that's true. In fact, I do have a Scarlet Spider mark. There you go. I could just do that. I think you've just decided for me. I was going to say one of the ones that I've wanted to do is Doctor Doom for a long time.
Oh,
I've got the mask.
That will be great.
Yeah, I've got the mask and I've got a green cloak, but I need the yellow bits and the gloves, you know.
You don't need yellow bits. He's just made of fucking armor. Just do armor. Just do armor. And Claudia could be Clea. Like, that would be some hot shit. Get her in that gray or white platinum wig, some shit like that. That would be beautiful.
Oh, okay. I was going to say Victorious.
Victorious?
Yeah.
Like the character Victorious?
Yeah, the woman he was going to marry.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that was her name for a minute. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'm sorry. She's just like a passing moment in Doom's history in my mind.
No, she's still around.
No, she is, but like, you know, like, are we thinking about her? Is her name on the tip of everybody's tongue like that, really?
No, true. See you, Carlito.
No, he would not make a great Sabretooth. He'd make a great Wild Child.
Wild Child? What's wrong with my Sabretooth?
Again, Wild Child.
Okay. I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
I'm playing to your strengths, and Sabretooth is not one of them.
Again, don't know if that's a compliment or not.
It is a pragmatic answer. If you found a really big dude to be your Sabretooth who has his Wild Child chained up, that would be a great fucking. It's too bad you're not gay, because that would be such a great fucking gay couple costume. It'd be amazing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, think of it. Age of Apocalypse. Yeah, let it marinate. Yes.
No. You know when somebody says something and it reminds you of a dream that you've had last night that you completely forgot about?
Yes.
I had a dream that I won a competition to fight The Rock at WrestleMania in the main event, and I was all excited. And then when it got up to actually me fighting him, I was scared shitless because of how small and skinny I was, and I didn't think I was fit enough, and I didn't know what the hell I was going to do. And it was like 5 minutes until go time, and I didn't know what the hell was going to happen, and that was the whole dream. But you just reminded me of that, so thank you.
You're welcome. Wild Child for Halloween 2025.
That's actually not bad, you know. I actually don't mind that. I'm going to have to not cut my hair before then, though.
Unless you're having a wedding, then cut your hair for God's sakes.
Oh, yeah, well, Claudia likes the long hair.
Then you do whatever your woman wants. It's your guy's wedding.
I cut my hair once upon a time in 42 years.
You know what's really funny? As often, I'm very human, so that makes me very hypocritical. But like, one thing I'm really weird about is like, I feel like when you're in a relationship, you should have all your autonomy and fuck that shit. Except when it comes to your hair. I'm like, no, you should be doing what makes your partner happy when it comes to your looks. Because attraction still fucking matters, and you need to be in that shit to win it. You know? Yeah, if it's one of those things where like you're not allowed to go to Dungeons and Dragons because you can't be trusted, y'all need to do that. A relationship needs to go. That needs to end. You know?
Yeah.
But I'm like I gotta keep it. I was like, I gotta keep it good for my woman. Like, I believe in that. You know?
Yeah, and I agree with you.
And
if Claudia told me tomorrow to shave my head, I would.
And that's why she stays with pink hair. Oh.
Why? That's not me. That's you.
Oh, because she maintains all her autonomy? Is that what the lesson is here?
I was going to say, I'm not the one that says stay pink. I've told her I like black, dark features.
Well, the thing
I
is...
love the pink too, Claudia. I love the pink too.
You got the girl that can do both, and that's what's important.
That is true. That is true. She's absolutely perfect in every single way. Claudia, please tell him you want a shaved head. All right. So
Claudia's like, I have complete autonomy in this relationship, and I own it. And he's here and does my bidding. And but I let him buy comic books.
I look terrible with black hair. My ass, you do.
Oh, I don't think you look terrible with black hair.
There is a party, but it's closing down now, Izzy, unfortunately. There's always one that comes in at the end.
That's okay. We still got a question or two for me. Let's let it happen. And you also said there were special questions. Like, I'm looking forward to that.
What was that?
You said there's a special question.
But I don't want to build it up. Yeah,
we got 5 minutes left, technically, right? So
it's what we ask everybody that comes on Aussiverse. That was the wrong wording for you. Okay, but before we get to that one,
because Aaron is going to come all over me tomorrow, from what I heard this morning.
Well, it's not 10 p.m. here, Izzy. It's 1 p.m. and I've got stuff to do.
Right, and it's Saturday for you.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so second last question is, what's one key takeaway you'd like the audience to remember from your presentation here on Aussiverse?
I don't know. I hope they thought that was funny. I mean, I hope we had a good time. I hope you come and check out my videos and watch Comics and Coffee with Cliff, because that shit is great.
That was a good answer. I expected that answer to go for longer, though, like another 3 minutes.
Well, when we get to the big question, we'll see. You know.
Oh, look at this! Everybody being so nice and saying g'day to everybody.
Well, that's the way it should be in the chat. We should be a family. We should be a family in the chats. We really should.
Well, yeah, and I agree. That's why. Hang on. Hot takes, Cliff. Okay, hot takes, Cliff. Oh, you're going to be straight, Cliff?
For hot takes. Let's do the hot takes. What are we doing here? What we got? Y'all a bunch of pussies. I'm finally here. You don't got questions for me.
What's a hot take, Alan? Quickly. We've only got a few minutes. Okay, he's got nothing.
Sucks. Y'all got nothing for me. I'm all 9.9 pussy porn is going up. That's what's going to work. 9.9
What's
pussy
your favorite?
porn.
What's your favorite type of woman?
My favorite type of woman is tits and ass. That's my favorite type of woman. Tits, ass, 2 holes, and bitch better make me a sandwich when we're done.
All right, okay. Let's end it. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Cliff on Comics. I have had an absolute ball. I'm glad that Sharif got to finally meet you as well. It's a shame that our third member of Aussiverse, Steve, wasn't here because I think you would have had a great time with you, Cliff, as most people do.
I have to come back sometime.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm happy to get up Saturday for you anytime. Before we do go, though, we do have one last question. Sharif, are you up for asking it, or do you reckon you're going to stuff it up again?
Yeah, I'll give it a go. Right, so we asked this with every guest that we have. If there's one thing you can say, what is Aussiverse?
No, that's wrong. I don't know why he stuffs it up every single time. It's really simply this, Cliff. It's what is Aussiverse? You know, you'd think what a third of the head of Aussiverse would know how to say the question that we ask every single person that comes on the show. So come on, Cliff. What is Aussiverse?
Aussiverse is the collective nature of the Aussies who love the hardback community of comics. That is Aussiverse.
So, Cliff, I have a lot of respect for you, bro.
Yeah, I'm
Tell him, Mo. Tell him.
I have a lot of respect for you. And like, don't get me wrong, I did like that answer. It was good. It sounded very, highbrow. And it was appreciated. However, you're wrong. No, that is not what the Aussiverse is. Ladies and gentlemen, forever, always, and it will be. Aussiverse is for life. And we'll catch you next time, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back here Monday with Alistair, who's got a whole world of stuff to talk about, including his own YouTube channel about Conan the Barbarian. And Cliff is going to be back sooner than later. Hold your breath, because by the time you exhale, he will be back on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we really appreciated your comments, your contributions, your questions, your comments, your qualms. We know that you could have been spending your time watching any other YouTube show right now. You could have been watching a movie or a TV show, but instead you decided to spend your 2 hours here with us at Aussiverse. And we so appreciate that. It does not go unappreciated. What would be appreciated is if you subscribe to the channel, because we are on the road to 1,000 subs, motherfucker, and we want to get there really soon. We are 53 or so away. So if you're watching this and not sub right now, because this is how we can afford beautiful guests like this.
Afford? Bitch, I'm free.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I thought we were paying you. Okay. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We'll catch you next time, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.